Please, we are live. The network is very, very bad. The network is so disturbing. But regardless, we move. So, as I was saying, uh, it happens to be that there are some Igbos, some elements that call themselves Igbos, but these people are anti-Igbos. And the reason why they are anti-Igbos is because whatsoever thing that is going to affect their personal interest, they will do everything within their power to shut it down. They will do everything within their power to kill it. As long as it's touching their personal interest, their political ambition, their one investment, because they have one investment either in Lagos or in the north, it would or in the north or in the west, they will do everything to make sure that they bring that thing down because it's going to affect their personal interests. And on this evening program, we are going to look at those kind of elements, anti-Igbo elements we are talking about. Without wasting much time, let's go. Let's go there. Listen. Please, if you are joining for the first time, please, as you enter, hit the notification bell. Hit the like button so that YouTube will make other people know that we are live, and hit the notification bell. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe to our channel. I remember Azichi, your very host here.
An international discourse raising questions about legal processes, human rights, and the broader implications for Nigeria's justice system and the Southeast. But before we begin this conversation, we're going to take a look at this video. It was taken on Monday at his recent court appearance. Let's take a look at it.
This is what happens. You can fix. They sent her to my case so they can release smoothing the pathway for the husband and the son. They are taking, it doesn't matter in the office. In the house, they are very, very poor. There is a breach of judicial oath. They have violated the judicial oath. They are strong bias according to Supreme Court. They are biased against them. Supreme Court said so. And that is why what is happening in the judgments and rulings concerning me is happening. So, disobedience to superior orders. Supreme Court said you are biased. You are against this man. You should not have got his bail. Nigeria went to.
Did you hear what he said? What Masina Kalu said? It is a disobedience to Supreme Court order. Supreme Court said you are biased. You are holding this man unjustly. Let him go. They turned around and disobeyed the order of the Supreme Court against the order of the Supreme Court to now try him. Listen to what he's saying here because we are going somewhere.
These things are the public domain. Why therefore are they insisting on going this? A court order was entered. That very court order, it was said very clearly that she is no more. No. That she is no more going to do this. Why are they insisting? Because they have no case against you. They have no case against you.
Yeah, he ended with it. They have no case against me. We've also seen him say, "Panel of the law is killing Nigeria," and I think also a headline on yesterday where he said he wants his case to be brought to the Southeast, and we also had conversations around that. Right, Tachi, let's start with you. Let's start with you.
This is not a new case of something that just fell upon us.
This is not a new case.
Going through this for quite a long time now. And to be very, very...
Don't forget, the person that is talking is Barrister Chidi. He claimed to be a lawyer. Barrister Chidi. He said this is not a new case. Okay.
Particular about it. Okay. Nnamdi Kanu, they say that when you're doing a particular thing over a period of time and it's not giving you results, you might want to change your approach to that particular thing. If you can remember last year, he called for a settlement out of court. He thought that probably they were giving him an opportunity to settle out of court. And when
Last year, he called for. Was he the one that called? Look how this man is lying. Was he the one that called, or rather, the Igbo elite called for settlement outside court, which later failed. It didn't work.
that did not happen, the matter started all over again. There's no way his matter will be sent down to the Southeast. Forget about that one. I think his lawyers should do the right thing by bringing it formally to the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court with the issue of recusal so that the matter will be reassigned to.
Please, does this man, this Chidi, Barrister Chidi, know what he's talking about? That the lawyer should do the right thing. Have they been doing the wrong thing? Is my all ajụjụ na-ajụ. Ajụjụ m chọrọ ịjụ bụ a na-eme ihe ọjọọ, a na-eme ihe na-eziri ezi. As the lawyer be doing the wrong thing, he said he will advise the lawyer to do the right thing. My question now is, as the lawyers be doing the wrong thing, several times they have written to those who they are supposed to write to concerning the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Who told this man, Barrister Chidi, that the chief judge is not aware that Peter Nyako remove herself from this case? Who told him? Or he just want to speak or talk because he has who told him that the chief judge is not aware that Peter Nyako have removed herself from the case? And here he is saying that if he advised, they should do the right thing. Barrister Chidi, Ofokun Chorigwa Gibu, Obrima if I game, if I could see me so that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu see a born or webta, just run the legal team. Go and be a part of the legal team. Don't come and sit here and be spinning nonsense. Go and be part of the legal team. And here Ima, you make up not sitting on this chair and be talking nonsense.
Another judge, if they say that they have a case against him, let them bring the evidence and come to the court of law to prove the case. Like his lawyers rightly pointed out, they are not afraid.
Oh, if they have any case against him, they should bring the case before the court. That is how it should be done. Not keeping somebody for a very long period of time. At the end of the day, you have evidence, and you claim you have evidence, and yet you are keeping him for that long. Am I making sense here? You claim you have evidence, and yet you are keeping him that long. Please, as you come in, hit the like button so that others will know that we are live, and turn on the notification bell if you have not subscribed to our channel. Are you hearing what this man is saying? Let's continue.
Of prosecution. But one thing I really have to point out is that when I said about Nnamdi Kanu changing his attitude, you cannot continue to be insulting everybody at the same time. You cannot continue to be insulting everybody at the same time. So already has the same case of treasonable, whatever, terrorism, Igbo or whatever. So many people have had this kind of case. How were their matter resolved? They all went to court. The federal government was also against them. But their king's men came out. They saw it more like a political situation rather than a legal situation. Their king's men came out and they went out and they lobbied and they negotiated and they they brought them out. But if you insult, if you are in the habit,
please ask this man, who and who did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu insult? Was he insulting them as a free man or insulting them in DSS dungeon? Because according to him, he said he should do the right thing. Who and who did he insult? Did he insult them as a free man, or he insulted them while he was in the DSS dungeon? You see how these people come out to disgrace themselves, thinking that they are disgracing, their brothers. You see how these people come out, when they open their mouth to talk, they start talking smelly things out of their mouth. You see how these people, in a bid for them to, praise their ego, they come out to start talking nonsense. He should mind the way he behaves. When you continue to, if it were to be him that is staying in that DSS dungeon going to 4 years, will he be drinking tea and bread? If it were to be him staying in that DSS dungeon, will he be drinking tea and bread? Will he be happy with the way the governmental system are changing the paradigm, are turning the case upside down against him? Will he be happy if he were to be in the shoe of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and is in the DSS dungeon? Will he be happy going to 5 years? Yet they have not been able to say, oh, this is why we are charging you. This is why we are. Instead, they are just turning everything upside down. Will this man Chidi, Barrister Chidi, be happy? Ndị Igbo tu ilu si ebu ozu onye ọzọ dịka ebe ebu nkwu. Eburu ozu onye ọzọ dịka ebe eburu nkwu. Because he's not the one that is affected, he can sit and talk nonsense. He can sit and talk as he feels, as he deems fit. Because he's not the one affected, he can open his mouth and begin to talk, because he was invited to come and talk and to fight against his own brother. Sunday Igboho had similar issue. Show has similar issue. According to you, the elders came, negotiated, and bring him out. Do you know how many Igbo elders has gone to Abuja, written to the then Buhari government, even current government? They have spoken. They have even Ohaneze, the youth of Ohaneze, they have spoken, both those outside and external and internal. They have spoken. During the time of the Buhari regime, a lot of people elders went to Abuja, which they were humiliated, they were disgraced, they were insulted. With all those well-meaning Igbos that are writing to the government, both external and internal, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be free. Is that not enough for them to, even if I thought they have it in mind to let him go, is that not enough? Or does Barrister Chidi not in this same country, seeing all those things that were going on, and now he wants to play the devil's advocate? Just one thing I am telling this Barrister Chidi is that if a Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ga-emegi kimuru akọ, if we are in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ga-emegi kimuru akọ, because whatever thing used in judging others will be used against you. In a Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ga-emegi Barrister Chidi, so that maka kiwe murako. Let's continue.
Doing a particular thing, it's good for you to go on your podcast or go on your TV station or radio station, private radio station. You can insult anybody as much as you want. But when you are answering a treasonable of a case, when you're answering a case that borders on terrorism, when you have been incarceration for 3 years, and I think you change your style and see how you can strategically use.
Ask this man, Barrister Chidi, how does he expect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to change the style? He has been quiet ever since, thinking that through the help of the lawyer, things will get better. Instead, it is getting worse. It is getting worse by the day. And here is this man saying, you have to strategize, you have to, mind the way you do this or do that. You are listening to him. Who hear this man talking now? Anybody listening to this man now talking, think that this man has brain, he has sense. You think that when you come up to put down your brother, the people that you are helping will value you? My question was he insulting them as a free man or inside the desert dungeon? Then I said, if it were to be you, Barrister Chidi, will you be happy staying in the desert dungeon for a very long time? And the lawyer that was supposed to judge your case removed his hands from the case. All of a sudden, coming back, if it were to be you, Barrister Chidi. Maka ife members in the Kali Gemegi, Ki Murako. Let's continue.
The information and the legal points at your own disposal to bring yourself out of the place where you have found yourself, because you cannot continue. This attitude will not give the authorities the
Barrister Chidi onye mpu na arụ onye mpu na arụ that is oh God. This man bụ onye mpu na arụ ala. What strategy are you talking about? Because the only reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still where he is because he has refused to succumb to their attempts. He has refused to listen to what they are saying. He has refused to sign. Not this nonsense that this man is talking about here. Let's continue.
Is to look at him and discuss other means of bringing him out of incarceration.
Okay, I think I'll throw this question to you, Barrister Chiagozie. Now, he talked about the recusal by Justice Nyako Binta. Now, I want to know, is it standard practice for a judge who has, to resume a case after recusal? Is it standard practice?
Well, actually, that is not a standard practice. What does recusal mean?
Yeah, that is not a standard practice.
Again.
The issue I have in all this is that the matter was being sent back to the same judge by the chief judge. I think it's not proper. I think it's not proper because when the judge says, I can't handle this case, it means that there are issues
on the line.
And you can see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu kept on saying that there is a charge, a criminal charge against his lordship, Nelco's husband and son. So the judge says, I won't handle this matter again. But took the matter back to the chief judge. I don't think it's proper for the chief judge because the judge has already hands on the matter. So if the judge hands on the matter, it's an order of court because orders of court are meant to be appealed against. So his lordship just Nelco said, I won't handle this matter again for allegation of bias, which may or may not be true. And the judge says, I'm no longer comfortable handling this matter. I think the property would have been an appeal from that decision because it's a decision of court. Maybe a court make an order, but what follows the order of court is an appeal on that decision. But there's no appeal. And for the matter to still come out to the same judge that says, I won't handle this matter again, it leaves much to be desired.
Do you agree with him?
Yes, I do agree with Barrister Chiagozie, but the only thing we really have to about our mind here is there are what we call judicial precedents and practice and direction. The chief judge of the Federal High Court cannot transfer that matter to another judge without the defendant putting it in writing. They must have to put it in writing. The issue of Nnamdi Kanu not wanting this judge to be the judge that will try his matter, he has to put it in writing. It is.
Please help me ask this man. How did he know that? Or is he aware? Or how did he know that they have not put it in writing? Their intention has not been communicated to the chief judge. This Barrister Chidi, anti-Igbo. How did he know that the thought of the accused has not been written to the chief judge? He's trying to play the devil's advocate, trying to defend what is not defendable. Yeah, he agreed that with his colleague, Barrister Chigozie, but yeah, he's trying to defend what is not defendable. He have to write to the chief of judge. Does he know that they have not been written to? They have not written to the chief of judge. How did he know? How did he know that they have not written to the chief of judge? You see, oh God, help us. If we nwere nwaanyị na-achọ ọbịa onwere nwoke ọ nwaanyị ga-ebili si na ọ bụrụ nyanwa nwere onwe a ga-abịa kawasị. It is only Chukwu okike abịa ma bụ onye wetara ya si na anyị ga-enweta ife anyị na-achọ. Maka ị na-ele ife ụfọdụ ndị Igbo na-eme, ọ na-agbaga anya mmiri, ọfọ obere ihe ka ibe akwa. Just look at them. Because they know that what the man is doing is going to affect their personal interest, they decided to fight against him. Look at the person that is giving advice. If he were to be the one in that place, do people still have mouths to talk? Do people still have mouths to talk? Let's continue. Let's listen to him.
Is on that written letter to the chief judge that he will act upon. He can't act upon an ordinary word, you understand, made in an open court. He can't act upon that. Neither can he now or she start and going to act upon an order of court that has not been brought to the chief judge of the Federal High Court. This is practice and direction. It must be followed. And I think it's a technical issue. That's exactly the only reason that would justify the chief judge sending the matter. We should ask ourselves, did the matter even go to him?
That's not what. That's what I'm really now asking.
Yes.
How then did
the matter actually go to the chief judge of the Federal High Court for reassigning?
So this man is not even sure if the letter went to the chief judge, but he's here speaking as though he's aware. He knows that the letter as someone that is cleared on what is going on. He, the God, wants to keep first make mad. Look at Barrister Chidi. You are not even aware whether the letter got to the chief judge or whether the chief judge received it. You are not even aware. When you know you are not aware, why are you commenting on something you know nothing of? Why? Why, Barrister Chidi? Something you don't have an idea, you have no clue about, you are commenting about it. And let us ask ourselves, how are we sure? You are not sure and you are talking about it. You see how wicked you people are. The people you are helping can never trust you. Let's continue.
If the matter went to him for reassignment, what document accompanied that case file? There must be a recusal letter from the defendant.
So I think I must comment. He said there are standard processes.
Again, what can be more superior to an order of court? And whether the order was
Ask him, what can be more superior than the order of court? That a court has given an order that this issue should go like this, should be like this. What will be more superior than the order of court? I don't know what this barrister Chidi, what is his gain in this matter? I don't. Amami for no kwawa. This barrister Chidi, I don't know what is his intention. Anybody hear him speak now would think that Google he has brain, he has sense. Not knowing that his head is full of carton. Not knowing that his head is full of carton. If I do this here with carton, away for man. Carton. What can be more superior than the verdict of a court, high court, which is the Supreme Court? I told you before we start that anything that will affect their interests, boom, they will fight against it. Let's continue.
rightly made or wrongly made, it's not a matter of subject of appeal. The judge made an order, and the order says, I handsaw this case.
So how did she make it if it wasn't formal?
I have handsaw this case. Whether the order of court was wrongly made, it becomes a matter of appeal. When if an appeal comes in and say the judge should not have made that order because there was no application, there is an order of court. We're not talking about state stands, whether that order is legal or illegally made or wrongly made, is an order of court. So the judge says, I am no longer in this matter. And all of a sudden, the matter the surface is in the course of see, justice must always be done, must be seen to be done. That is the standard rule of practice. The judge says, I am no longer in this matter. And the next day, the matter is in the see, even if there is no formal application, the CJI has a right to reassign any matter, even without a formal application. Yes.
Mr. Chidi, you wanted to say something?
Case is a high-profile case. We all know.
You see, this man, this barrister Chidi is a very cunning human being. When he see that is the other barrister Chiagose or Chigose has countered his notion, he's now looking for an escape route. Very cunning human being, anti-Igbo. What will be more superior than the court order? Whether letter or no letter, what will be more superior than the court order? Yes, he's saying that the Inanekani case is a high-profile case. What made it high-profile? Is it more high-profile than that of the repentant Boko Haram? What made it high-profile? Ndị oseshegbu, ndị bụ na faba anime ọfịa gbuo osisi apụta na na-eti mkpu onye na-egbu ndị omekome. What makes it a high profile? Let's listen.
We all know what is looming in the background of this case, the political approach and everything. But look at the Chief Judge of Federal Court gave a reason why they have not reassigned the case to another person, that there is no formal application from the defendant. That's why I'm not saying that the order made by Binta is wrong or right. I'm looking at the technicality, the reason behind the Chief Justice not to have the only thing that they can hold on to now and say, no, this is practical delay. That's the only thing they can hold on or try to hold on to say that this is the reason why they have not reassigned the matter to another judge. I'm not arguing whether the order made by Peter is right order or not wrong order. That's just
so you've also said a couple of things that Nnamdi Kanu is. You said we've established as a high-profile case. You've also said something about he's not the only one. You know, we also have a Sowore with the same charges and all of that. But you would agree with me that he has been, I think, in the recent years, he's been the one that's been treated, will I say, the most unfairly, and has been incarcerated the longest.
This man is aware of all these things, so he has been the most treated unfair, the most man that has been treated unfairly. Injustice has been made against him. Yet he sits down. Yet he sits down in that chair. He sits down in that chair and be spewing nonsense out of his mouth. Behaves as though he does not know the truth. Try to be blinded against the truth and be playing the devil's advocate. If we are opinion about this person,
Any light at the end of the tunnel. Why is that?
Because you see, yes, you rightly pointed something out here. The activity surrounding Nnamdi Kanu.
Comport yourself. What is good about the comporting? What is good? Is she comporting that the people involved, the issue of the people involved, they were speaking nonsense. What kind of comportment that this man wants? Barrister Chijo Fiem Nagwagi, you tell me Mazina the Kaneke Meki, Kiwe Murako. And
Be the fruitful and desired result at the end of the day. Be the fruitful and desired result at the end of the day. I have heard him say that if he is incarceration, that the problem in the South is so that's a good promise. That's something that we have to look into in order associated with. You cannot just say that I pop. You can't beat your chest and say,
you see, who is talking about IPOP now? Where this man when the army was killing people, ordinary protesters, people that were protesting out and gathering in the school? Where were this man? Oh no, Brown, Opera. Where were this man? Yeah, he is talking. Now, where were he? Now he said we can look at the nonsense he's talking about. Where we this man? He was nowhere to be found. But now I realized that IPOB was part of the insecurity. If you give one barrister Chineke get bigger canal, let's continue.
In the hand of the people, and face those who say that they are doing this thing in the name of IPOP, in the name of IPOP. The first issue is quite in using going there.
This man knows.
Going there can not using. So people that feel them can come and search for them. They're going to come out.
Oh, so this man is aware. So this man knows. He knows that there are some elite, so-called elite, he knows that some chief traditional rulers, they are aware. This man is aware that a lot of if or when let's continue.
That the kind of crowd that he was feeling, that when he comes out, that he will not, a lot of they are not using and offer that they will not get. And Nnamdi will do this. Another thing that we want to do to actually go for the things that he wants to do for his people. Nnamdi may not be that kind of person and become as a leader tomorrow. But that is not that is an awesome.
Job. Why they
So that he should always keep.
I'm asking a question. Why? 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 Because you people know that your personal interest will be affected. People know that's why people are doing all of this shoo. Let's continue.
On the table. Because you cannot talk about how can we handle this as a political issue, grant him pardon or release him from incarceration without us, at how we can also use him to solve some political issues that are going on here in the Southeast.
Okay, now I'll throw this question to Barrister Chagozie. I'm referencing what you said. You're talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's conduct. And you said that if he at least can, conduct himself a little better in a way that at least all the appeals would now make sense. I want to know, do you agree with that statement? Do you think that some of the challenges that we're is hinged on the way Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is comporting himself in this period?
Well, yes and no. Okay. One of the facts you must understand is that the Igbo man has a problem with it. That is the fact. Whether he comports himself or doesn't comport himself, though I am pro comportment, right? I would prefer him to be cool-headed, level-headed, and addressing his issues, silently shouting on anybody or throwing tantrums. I would prefer him to be calm, cool-headed, carefully articulate.
This man Chigozie, when all the time, all the years he has been cool-headed, has he achieved? Have they let him go? He has been cool-headed right from time. What has he achieved? Have they let him go? Instead, they are still holding him. They say it's stay of execution. Have they let him go? All the time he has been cool-headed, what has he achieved? Going to 4 years now. 2021, 2022, 2023, now 2024. Going to 4 years now. What has he achieved? You want him to be cool-headed. Come me lie before ya. Ogere. No, it will not go the way you people want it. Yes. Let's continue.
It's for instance, let's say you write make a formal application. You should make your proper thing so that they will not have any place to eat. I'm still assure you that even if he does that, he still will not reason being at the foundation for his agitation. Nigeria doesn't want to hear it. Now you cannot carefully or clearly juxtapose the whole struggle with Nnamdi Kanu struggle. Nnamdi Kanu therefore is a sensitive thing that the Igbo man. If a Yoruba man says he wants to do Nigeria, nobody takes them seriously. They don't want to go attention. Yes. When somebody chants Biafra, no country catches cold because they know that it has been attempted and it nearly succeeded. For 30 months, it was about to so anybody that hears Biafra takes it serious. So if everybody hears Biafra, everybody goes all out to make sure it doesn't matter. Like so whatever works for Igbo may not actually work for Nnamdi Kanu. And like who just said,
where were you when he was? You were nowhere to be found. Now all of a sudden, how did you know that he did not consult so-called idiotic elites and the traditional rulers? And they were turning him like a football. Where were you? All of a sudden, out of the blue, you surfaced. Yeah, you are saying something you have no knowledge about, you don't know anything about. You want to talk because you have mouth. You don't know how age when they go. Let's continue.
the school are going to stand in for him to speak for him. So he has already elected. Nobody as it is now, nobody is sure that the song will that because it's just on ground. They are going to go it becomes a kind of way the way the South is. As it is now, it's actually whether to release him or not. That's what we have to manage to handle those things. People can now carry the so it's not as easy as think. It's not very easy. Nobody even can come out without to become because I have this issue that you are expected to work with.
Which are you talking about? Is it the one that are fighting for their political interest? The one that are fighting for their ways? Which element? Okay, telling you, like
From that, I think it's
but now you see the war when they fought the Titan war, go on of 3 months. What happened? It lasted for 3 years. This Ghana Ali Bokita Negusi name. Why have they not wiped everybody out? Why was Musa crying? Why was the chief of staff crying to Finland, crying to EU? Since they have everything, oh, we will surround you and wipe you out. Equally the easy or to talk is very cheap, is to do it. Look at this buffoon coming out to talk nonsense. I thought he's even learned. I thought that he went school. He went to school. I thought that he went to school. On a barrister. Barrister Tufu.